Excuse me? Where do I find the science park? Where is it? Science park.
Science park?
Yeah. Excuse me? Where is the science park? Weizmann Science Park? Excuse me? How do I find the Weizmann Science Park? This is the Weizmann Science Park? Science Park. Science Park. No, there's supposed to be a park. If this happened to be in my country, wow. I don't think these oranges would last for a full season because all the kids, in fact, not just kids, even old people, young people, teenagers, toddlers will be here doing what? Plucking and harvesting these oranges, most of them to sell and make profits.
Hello, what's up everyone? It's your boy the Crackhead, wishing you all a wonderful day. This exploration episode is a funny one. This is a video of how for the first time I was deceived by a city and a science institute through Google Map. Have you ever used Google Map? Followed it blindly only to find out that you gave it too much trust? This was my predicament in this episode. I hope at the end of this video, you can drop a comment and tell me if the fault was mine or that of the city or even that of our almighty Google Map.
Yo, what up everyone? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. It's your boy the Crackhead and I'm wishing you all a wonderful sunny day. Today I'm taking my exploration to the city that people rarely talk about. I'm talking about Rehovot. You've probably heard a lot about Israel, but maybe haven't heard that there is a city here called Rehovot. That is where I'm taking this exploration to, so that for people who didn't know that there is such a city here in Israel, today is going to be an opportunity, or this video is going to be an opportunity for you to actually see that there is a city in Israel called Rehovot. It's a silent city. It's a city after Rishon, after the city Netziona, and then we get to Rehovot. So stick around if you want to see some exciting things about the city you haven't heard about before here in the state of Israel.
I am on my way to the city of Rehovot to explore the Weizmann Science Park. If you are watching this video from outside Israel, you might not have heard of a city by that name. It is a city that rarely makes it in the news, yet this city has one of the best science institutes in the Middle East. I am talking about the Weizmann Institute of Science. Don't worry, we will get to her later. My journey to Rehovot began at the Tel Aviv Central bus station at platform number 6 with bus 301, a bus going to Ashkelon. Since Rehovot is a city on the way to Ashkelon, this bus will be your best ride to Rehovot from Tel Aviv. On your way to Rehovot using this bus, you will have to drive through Holon, Rishon LeZion, Netziona, and then Rehovot. What a man can do, a woman can do better. Our bus driver today is a woman. She looks familiar, and if she is the same driver I have seen in the past while taking this bus, then she has driven this bus for the past 10 years. I mean, if she is the same driver I think I have seen before. This bus route typically connects Tel Aviv Central bus station to Rehovot, passing through cities such as Holon and Rishon LeZion. It serves as a major route from Tel Aviv to Rehovot, operating frequently on weekdays. Based on common route data, Bus 301 is a major regional line connecting Rehovot with the southern coastal plain and central areas, traveling between Rehovot and Tel Aviv. My journey was nice and smooth like every other journey. I wasn't in a hurry on this one since it wasn't a long distance journey unlike my journeys to the north of Israel. Honestly, I didn't have any specific place in mind to explore in Rehovot. I wanted to get to the city and then decide once I get there. In my experience, those are the most fun explorations, but this time was I wrong? Or was it still fun for me? Anyways, stick around and see how I was deceived by a city, an institute, and Google Map.
So right now I am at Rehovot at a park, but where I want to take myself to is the Rehovot Science Park. I don't know if it's actually a science park or if it's just a park and then the name given a science park, but that's what I'm trying to look for or where I'm trying to locate. I stopped at this bus station because I saw the signpost of Rehovot Science Park somewhere. But getting here and checking Google Map, it tells me it is 37 minutes walk away. So right now I am gonna try to trail this map to find out where this science park here in Rehovot is actually located. The weather is so good, it is hot, but being me, I'm feeling cold, hence the jacket. So let's look for our science park in the city of Rehovot. Excuse me, which way to the science park? This way. All right, thank you. I just needed to ask in order to be sure because I don't want to be doing a merry-go-round in this city. I have to be sure of everywhere I am taking myself to. I don't have all day to be doing some guesswork. She says this way. So let me go this way, and when I get somewhere I'm not sure of, I can check the map again.
Since we are now in Rehovot, let's talk about Rehovot and its history. This city was established in 1890 by pioneers of the first Aliyah on the coastal plain near a site called Kirbat Deiran, an abandoned or sparsely populated estate which now lies in the center of the built-up area of the city.
Towards that way is Rishon LeZion.
According to Maram, Deiran offered a convenient launching pad for early land purchase initiatives which shaped the pattern of Jewish settlement until the beginning of the British Mandate. Rehovot was founded as a moshava in 1890 by Polish Jewish immigrants who had come with the first Aliyah, seeking to establish a township which would not be under the influence of the Baron Edmund James de Rothschild, on land which was purchased from a Christian Arab by the Menuha Venahala Society, an organization in Warsaw that raised funds for Jewish settlement in Eretz Israel.
This was the post I saw. Tamar Rabin Park, Rehovot, Science Industry, Rehovot. So when I saw this sign here, I immediately thought, okay, the park should be around here. That was why I got down from that bus station. If not, I was hoping to take myself to the Rehovot Central bus station.
In March 1892, a dispute over pasture rights erupted between the residents of Rehovot and the neighboring village of Zanuka, which took 2 years to resolve. Another dispute broke out with the Suteria Bedouin tribe, which had been cultivating some of the land as tenant farmers. According to Moshe Smilansky, one of the early settlers of Rehovot, the Bedouins had received compensation for the land, but refused to vacate it. In 1893, they attacked the moshava. Through the intervention of a respected Arab sheikh, a compromise was reached, with the Bedouins resolving an additional sum of money which they used to dig a well. In 1890, the region was an uncultivated wasteland with no trees, houses, or water. The moshava's houses were initially built along two parallel streets, Yaakov Street and Benjamin Street, before later expanding, and vineyards, almond orchards, and citrus groves were planted, but the inhabitants grappled with agricultural failures, plant disease, and marketing problems. The first citrus grove was planted by Zalman Minkoff in 1904. Minkoff's grove, surrounded by a wall, included a guardhouse, stables, a parking plant, and an irrigation system in which groundwater was pumped from a large well in the inner courtyard. The well was 23 meters deep, the height of an 8-story building, and over 6 meters in diameter. The water was channeled through an aqueduct to an irrigation pool, and from there to a network of ditches dug around the bases of the trees.
Right now, I am in an orange plantation, or should I call orchard, in Rehovot. It's a big, vast expanse of land. And you know what is interesting? It is close to residential homes. Like across this orchard or this plantation are, residential homes. If this happened to be in my country, wow. I don't think these oranges would last for a full season because all the kids, in fact, not just kids, even old people, young people, teenagers, toddlers will be here doing what? Plucking and harvesting these oranges, most of them to sell and make profits, make money out of it. But look at it here in Israel, in Rehovot. It's just, I wouldn't say wasted, but look at all of them. Look. No, hey, God. I don't want to say nobody's harvesting them because I saw one guy, with a truck full of these oranges, but there are still more to be harvested than those that are already harvested. There are still more to be harvested than those that have already been harvested. Wow. It's big. Agriculture in Israel is top-notch, guys. If you haven't witnessed agriculture in Israel, ask those foreigners who are working here in agriculture. They are going to tell you that Israelis are good when it comes to agriculture. Anyways, let's leave this place. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be here. So let me take myself out from this orchard.
The Great Synagogue of Rehovot was established in 1903 during the First Aliyah period. In 1908, the Workmen's Union organized a group of 300 Yemenite immigrants then living in the region of Jerusalem and Jaffa, bringing them to work as farmers in the colonies of Rishon LeZion and Rehovot. Only a few dozen Yemenite families had settled in Rehovot by 1908. They built houses for themselves in a plot given to them at the south end of the town, which became known as Sha'arim. In 1910, Shmuel Wachowski, with the secret support of the JNF, was sent to Yemen to recruit more agricultural laborers. Hundreds arrived starting in 1911 and were housed first in a compound 1 kilometer south of Rehovot and then in a large extension of the Sha'arim quarter. The second Zanukah incident that took place in July 1913 between the colonists and guards of Rehovot and the Arab rural population is considered by historians as a milestone in Zionist-Arab relations in late Ottoman Palestine. The incident, which started over simple accusation of theft of grapes from a Jewish-owned vineyard, became much more than a local incident, left one Arab and 2 Jews dead, and resulted in tremendous hostility between the two sides. There are various narratives available to researchers today, including Jewish, Arabic sources, and external sources. It is difficult to determine whose narrative is closer to historical reality or to find out who started the fight and who is to be blamed. This incident illustrates the difficult task facing historians in analyzing the late Ottoman Palestine, the period of the early Zionist-Arab encounter and conflict. It is alleged that this was the moment when a previously peaceful coexistence among Jews and Arabs, united under the Ottoman Empire, instantly became an us versus them divisiveness that has prevailed ever since. In February 1914, Rothschild visited Rehovot during the fourth of his 5 visits to the land of Israel. That year, Rehovot had a population of around 955. In 1920, the Rehovot railway station was opened, which greatly boosted the local citrus fruit industry. A few packing houses were built near the station to enable the fruit to be sent by railway to the rest of the country and to the port of Jaffa for export to Europe. According to a census conducted in 1922 by the British Mandate authorities, Rehovot had a population of 1,242 inhabitants, consisting of 1,241 Jews and 1 Muslim, increasing in 1931 census to 3,193 inhabitants in 833 houses. In 1924, the British Army contracted the Palestine Electric Company for wired electric power. The contract allowed the electric company to extend the grid beyond the original geographical limits that had been projected by the concession it was given. The high voltage line that exceeded the limits of the original concession ran along some major towns and agricultural settlements, offering extended connections to the Jewish towns of Rishon LeZion, Nesiona, and Rehovot. In spite of their proximity to the high voltage line, the Arab towns of Ramla and Lod remained unconnected. In 1931, the first workers' Moshav Kvar Marmorek was built on lands which were acquired from the village of Zanuka by the Jewish National Fund in 1926, and 10 Yemenite Jewish families which were evicted from Kinneret were resettled there. Later, they were joined by 35 other families from Shah Araim. Today, they are both suburbs of Rehovot. The agricultural research station that opened in Rehovot in 1932 later became the Department of Agriculture of the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. In 1933, a Jews factory was built. In 1934, Chaim Weizmann established the CF Institute, which later became the Weizmann Institute of Science. In 1937, Weizmann built his home on the land purchased adjacent to the CF Institute. So right now I am at Weizmann Institute of Science, and where I'm looking for is it the Flower Garden of Science. It should be Science Park. To the right, the Feinberg Graduate School to the left, St. Martin Maria Guest House to the left, and Weizmann House to the left. The house later served as a presidential residence after Weizmann became president in 1948. Weizmann and his wife are buried on the grounds of the institute. In 1945, Rehovot had a population of 10,020, and in 1948 it had grown to 12,500. The suburb of Rehovot, Kfar Marmorek, had a population of 500 Jews in 1948. Wait, what? Am I going the right way? Where is Google Map taking me to? Where in the world is Google Map taking me to? Wow, Google Map. Just because I said you're the king doesn't mean you should just take me wherever you like and wherever you want to. What is this? Or is this supposed to be the shorter way? I don't understand. What is going on here? I hope wherever you're taking me to, there's gonna be road at the end of this tunnel, because this is a tunnel, an open tunnel. Are those oranges we just harvested? Honestly, guys, I don't understand what is going on here. Where is Google Map taking me to? I'm looking for Rehovot Science Park, and it's leading me through a wasteland. I don't know if I should call this a wasteland. Maybe it's a wasteland. I see sands are being dug from this area. I don't know if they are taking them to construction sites, or they want to build a new road here, or they want to build something here. I don't know what's going on. Google, maybe you can give me answers, since you're the one taking me in this direction. See, I'm just following the map blindly. Oh, God. On 29 February 1948, the Lehi blew up the Cairo to Haifa train shortly after it left Rehovot, killing 29 British soldiers and injuring 35. Leahy said the bombing was in retaliation for the Ben Yehuda Street bombing a week earlier. The Scotsman reported that both Weizmann's home and the Agricultural Institute were damaged in the explosion, although the sites were 1 to 2 miles away. On 28 March 1948, Arabs attacked a Jewish convoy near Rehovot. In 1950, Rehovot, which had a population of about 18,000, was declared a city. In the immediate years following the establishment of Israel, the Zanukah Ma'abara was established on the southern side of Rehovot to house Jewish refugees from Eastern Europe and Arab lands. On the southwest, the neighborhood of Kvar Gevirol, now named Ibn Gevirol, named after Solomon Ibn Gevirol, 11th century Sephardic Jewish philosopher, was founded on lands of the depopulated Palestinian village of Al-Qubayba. Over the years, Kiryat Moshe expanded over the lands of the depopulated Palestinian village of Zarnuka. The mosque of the village, while abandoned, still stands. On the southeast, the neighborhood of Ramat Aharon was established. The city has since then expanded in all directions geographically, surrounding but not including the kibbutz of Kwatsa Shila and the moshav of Gipton. Okay, where am I supposed to go? This muddy road? Are you kidding me, Google Map? I'm supposed to walk here? Oh my God. Should I? Let's see. Okay, I've just passed that muddy place. So where else do you want me to go to? Right or left? Right. Between 1914 and 1991, the town's population rose from 955 to 81,000 and its area more than doubled. Parts of Rehovot suburbs are built on land that belonged to the village of Zonaka before 1948. Population 2,620, including 240 Jews in Gipton. In 1995, there were 337,800 people living in the greater Rehovot area. As of 2007, the ethnic makeup of the city was 99.8% Jewish. There were 49,600 males and 52,300 females, of whom 31.6% were 19 years of age or younger, 16.1% between the ages of 20 and 29, 18.2% between 30 and 44, 18.2% from 45 to 59, 3.5% from 60 to 64, and 12.3% 65 years of age or older. The population growth rate was 1.8%. In Rehovot, there are mainly Russian Jews, Yemenite Jews, and Ethiopian Jews, who are concentrated largely in the Kiryat Moshe and Oshiot areas. There is a growing community of religious Anglo-speaking people who primarily live in northern Rehovot around the Weizmann Institute of Science. According to the 2019 census, the population of Rehovot was counted to be 143,904, of which 143,536 people, comprising 99.7% of the city's population, were classified as Jews and others, and 368 people, comprising 0.3%, as Arab. Beautiful ships. Eat. Yeah, eat. Enjoy your food. Kama kesef? Kama kesef im
זה?
כן.
לא מוכרים.
לא אוכל? אבל זה של מה?
יש שם. לא פה. יש שם בבית. יש מוכרים.
כן?
כן.
זה אוכל לא טוב?
זה של גידול.
אוקיי. הבנתי.
לגדל אותם.
לא יודע אנגלית, נכון אתה?
לא.
So I met with the sheep. I saw the shepherd boy. Thank God, at least it wasn't Fulani Herds boy. And later the dad came around. And thank God they aren't Fulani Herds family. So I'm taking myself out of this grassland because I'm not a sheep. So I'm taking myself to the science park. If only I will be able to find it, because at this point I don't know if to trust Google Map anymore. The route Google Map is just taking me to and through. I don't know if to keep trusting it, but with Google Map I'm gonna complete this journey to see where I'm gonna land. We keep going, we move. So this is where Google Map is taking me through. I've never been on this road before. In fact, I've never been on this part of Rehovot before. This is my first time in this part of Rehovot. And let me see where I'm heading on the map. Again, I'm just following it blindly, because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be walking through marshes and wasteland. Almost had to walk through the fire. So I don't know where I'm going, even though I kind of have an idea of where I'm heading to. I didn't know how to get there. This was why I put in all my trust on Google Map, and this is where I found myself. Keep trusting Google Map at your own risk. Now the disappointing thing will be after getting to this science park and it doesn't look sciencey. You understand? It looks like any normal park. That's where I would be very angry with Rehovot. Have I arrived? Is this the park? Don't tell me this is science park. Wait, is this science park? You kidding me? If this is science park, what makes it a science park? I thought I was gonna see some things about science, but it turns out it's just a normal freaking park. Let's just hope this is not the park, but I don't see any other park around here. Wait, seriously? Is this the science park? Did I walk all this way just to see a normal park? Rehovot, are you for real? Jesus Christ. What makes this place a science park? Or does science have any other meaning I do not know about? Wait, seriously, is this the science park I had to walk, defy all odds to get here? No, this is ridiculous. Man, maybe there's some other park. Let me ask these ladies, they live around here, they should know. Excuse me, you know where the science park is? Yeah. You don't know?
Maybe this is maybe this. We don't know.
Excuse me, you have any idea where the science park is?
Science Park
Yeah.
in Weizmann Institute.
Sorry, yeah.
So you have to arrive first of all to Weizmann Institute, and over there just go outside, on the road.
Okay.
And the entrance is where the commercial center is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
After.
Okay.
And then ask for the science garden.
All right. You think how many minutes walk? 10, 15,
20.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. So I have to go out from here and get to the.
From there, whatever.
All right. Thank you. Wow. I thought as much. This freaking location couldn't have been Science Park. There is no way. But anyways, I'm still gonna get myself to the Science Park just to find out what makes it so sciencey. So I understand what happened there, what I did wrong, but it's not entirely my fault. But yeah, I take responsibility for what just happened there. I was supposed to get to the Science Park, but I found myself at the science playground. So apparently there is Science Park and there is Science Playground. I happened to take myself to the science playground. I'm not a kid, I have to go to a playground. But regardless, what makes that playground a science playground? That's what I don't understand. Even if it is called science playground, what makes it a science playground? I didn't see any science thingy there. If at least I saw something scientifically or anything regarding science, no problem, but there was none. So I'm now trying to imagine what I'm gonna be finding at this science park. Excuse me?
Yes.
Where do I find the science park? Where is it? Science Park.
Science Park?
Yeah. Here in Rehovot. Yeah, Weizmann Science Park.
Weizmann?
Yeah, where is it?
Come.
It's this way?
No. Come.
No, wait. I'm looking for the science park.
Yes, there.
Okay, it's there? Okay. Because I saw on Google Map it's supposed to be like 33 minutes walk. Yeah.
The science...
Excuse me, you speak English?
A little bit.
Yeah, how do I get to the science park? Weizmann Science Park.
תגיד לו ישר ושמאלה.
I keep,
Right? And you have a gate.
okay, and then left. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay, all right. Let's keep walking and see where this exploration is gonna lead us to today. The search for Weizmann Science Park. It is on. Bring it on, Weizmann. It's not Weizmann. Weizmann. It's pronounced like Weizmann, but not Weizmann. Not like the three wise men. You understand? This is a shopping mall here. So wait. She said up and straight. Okay. Up, go straight and left. I don't know if this is the left she was talking about or there is another left somewhere. I'm still gonna ask again. Excuse me, where is the science park, Weizmann Science Park? Okay, thank you. The search for Weizmann Science Park is on. I never knew this was gonna turn into a search, but now it has. So, I'm searching for it. I don't even know if what I'm gonna find there is gonna be so spectacular, but excuse me?
Yes.
How do I find the Weizmann Science Park?
Huh?
This is the Weizmann Science Park?
كامل.
Science Park. Science Park.
Center Reisman in Schwarz.
No, there is supposed
park
to be a park.
maybe instead.
You studying here?
Yes. Park of what?
Weizmann. You don't know where the park is.
Weizmann.
It's called Science. Yeah, Science Park.
Weizmann Park.
Yeah.
I don't know if the park is here. Ask him.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Interesting. Students who are studying here don't even know where their science park is. Hi. I'm looking for the park, Weizmann Science Park.
The what? The Weizmann Science Park?
Yeah.
Over there.
Like I go this way? Like through this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Put in Waze. Do you have Waze?
Yeah, I have Waze, but Waze is like, you know where I came from? From all the way almost close to Rishon. Waze took me, yeah, Waze took me through the orange.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Let me just keep following here. Thank you. This is interesting. Well, but what was funny was that even the very students studying here do not know where the park is. I don't understand if they never heard or they never knew that they have a science park in their institution. I don't understand. So I am now in a tertiary institution complex. I think this is the Weizmann University or Weizmann College or Weizmann something, but there is a Weizmann in it. So now trying to locate where the science park is. So he told me to keep walking, going straight. This way? I don't think so. Once again, let me check my map. My map wants me to go this way.
The Weizmann Institute of Science, or simply Weizmann, was established in 1934 as a public research university in Rehovot, 14 years before the State of Israel was founded. The institute is now a multidisciplinary research center employing around 3,800 scientists, postdoctoral fellows, PhD and MSc students and scientific, technical and administrative staff working at the institute. Unlike other Israeli universities, it exclusively offers postgraduate-only degrees in the natural and exact sciences. As of 2019, the Weizmann Institute of Science has been associated with 6 Nobel laureates and 3 Turing Award winners. The institute was founded in 1934 by Chaim Weizmann and his initial first team, which included Benjamin M. Bloch as the Daniel Siev Research Institute. Weizmann had invited Nobel Prize laureate Fritz Haber to be the director, but following Haber's death en route to Palestine, Weizmann assumed the directorship himself. Before he became president of Israel in February 1949, Weizmann conducted his research in organic chemistry at its laboratories. On November 2, 1949, in agreement with the Siev family, the institute was renamed the Weizmann Institute of Science in his honor. Weizak, one of the world's first electronic computers, was locally built by the institute in 1954 to 1955 and was recognized by the IEEE in 2006 as a milestone achievement in the history of electrical and electronic engineering. In 1959, the institute set up a wholly owned subsidiary called Yeda Research and Development Company to commercialize inventions made at the institute. Yeda has more marine genetic patents than any other research institute. By 2013, the institute was earning between $50 and $100 million in royalties annually on marketed drugs including Copaxone, Reviv, and Erbitux. The Weizmann Institute of Science and Elbit Systems have collaborated on various projects, notably including the development and supply of the Space Telescope for Israel's Ultraviolet Transient Astronomy Satellite Program and research into bio-inspired materials for defense applications. After roaming around the Weizmann Institute of Science and asking several people about this mysterious park, I was later explained to that the science park is a bus stop and not an actual park. What? So I have been walking this whole time in search of a bus stop? The same bus stop I came down from? What the F? But at least my exploration today was not a complete waste, as we have now gotten to know about the city of Rehovot and its history. And for the first time, I got inside the campus of Weizmann Institute of Science, even though I totally goofed today, but my getting to know Weizmann Institute of Science is a big win for me. So in the end, what do you think, guys? Was it my fault, or that of the city, or of Google Map? Who do you think is to be blamed? If you're gonna blame me, please take it easy on me. Thank you very much and see you in the next video. Have you subscribed yet? Please do, and the next one might just be the video you have been waiting for. Thank you very much. I love you all.